Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel MKS Law Book. Hi, again this is MK Swami, advocate from Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh. Friends, today I am going to upload the video with regard to the Section 55 of the Transfer of Property Act. Section 55 of the Transfer of Property Act. This is the one of the part of the sale transaction. One of the part of the sale transaction. In previous video, I have explained Section 54 of the Transfer of Property Act. Section 54 of the Transfer of Property Act. In complete sale transaction, Section 54 to Section 57 deals with the sale. The Section 54 completely deals with the or define the sale. In sale, according to Section 54, how can you define the sale and what are the essential elements in sale and how each and every element doing the sale transaction. Here friends, Section 54 is completely define the sale and Section 55 completely deals with the rights and duties of the parties. Rights and duties of the parties. Friends, in Section 54, the first essential element is the parties. In Section 54, the first essential element is the parties. So, according to Section 55, we can define, or we can explain, and we can identify what are the basic duties and rights of the both parties. Here you can simply identify what the Section 55 of the Transfer of Property Act perform in the sale transaction. Section 55 of the Transfer of Property Act completely deals with the rights and duties of the parties. Parties in the sense both vendor or seller and buyer or purchaser. Here, with regard to the Section 55 of the Transfer of Property Act, we can identify rights and duties of both parties, vendor and purchaser. Here, before going to identify the duties and rights of the parties, here we can identify in what situation, what type of duties or rights are performed by the parties, under what situation the parties can be performed their duties and rights with regard to the sale transaction. Here, with concept of two aspects, we can discuss or we can identify rights and duties of the parties. The first one is, before completion of the sale, what type of duties and what type of rights performed by the parties, and after completion of the sale, what type of rights and what type of duties performed by the parties. The all experts completely deals with Section 55 of the Transfer of Property Act. Here, with regard to the before completion of the sale, what are the duties or liabilities of the seller? Here friends, Section 55 Clause 1 of the Transfer of Property Act completely deals with the duties of the seller. According to the Section 55 Clause 1, the first duty of the seller in before completion of the sale, he has to disclose the defects of the properties. He has to disclose the defects of the properties. That means whatever the property is going to be sell the vendor, he has to disclose all the defects of the such property. Defects can be discussed in two ways. The first one is property defects. The second one is title defects. Property defects is nothing but if any public event, if any public problem is already existing in the property, that means that is called property defect. That means any under drainage system is already existing in the property. It is simply called property defect. The second one is title. Title is very clear. You can identify very easily. Title means who is going to be sell the property. That person or said that vendor has a absolute right or clear title. Have a clear title for such property. This is nothing but a title defect. It can be easily identified in encumbrance certificate. The encumbrance certificate should be clear title in favor of the vendor. If any defect with regard to the title, that has to be disclosed by the, or that is the duty has to be disclosed by the seller. This is the primary duty. This is the primary duty of the seller. The second duty of the seller is, according to section 55 class 1, the seller has to produce the title deeds. It's simply called link documents. It's simply called link documents. So before going to sell the property, the vendor has to produce the link documents also, because the link document is very helpful to find out the any defects. If there is any property defect, if there is any title defect, both defects can be identified easily in basing on link documents. That's why the second duty of the seller in before completion of the sale, he has to produce the title deeds. The third duty of the seller in before completion of the sale is the seller has to answer each and every doubt of the buyer with regard to the such property. The seller has to answer each and every doubt or each and every question of the buyer with regard to the such property. These are the major duties of the seller in before completion of the sale. Okay friends, so these duties completely deals by the section 55 class 1 of the transfer property. So come to the second party. The second party is buyer. In before completion of the sale transaction, section 55 class 5 deals with the duties of the buyer. The first duty of the buyer, he has to reveal all the material aspects. He has to review all the material aspects. That means whenever the buyer is going to purchase such property, he is going to pay this total sale consideration or not. He has to reveal the such fact, or he is going to part payment or full payment. Such type of facts has to be revealed by the buyer. So section 55 class 5 of the Transfer of Property Act deals with the duties of the buyer in before completion of the sale. The second duty of the buyer in before completion of the sale is he should pay the sale consideration to the vendor. He should pay the sale consideration to the vendor. This is also one of the most important duty of the buyer in before completion of the sale. These are the major duties of the parties in before completion of the sale. Come to the second aspect, rights. Come to the second aspect, rights. What are the rights have to be performed by the parties in before completion of the sale? Here, with regard to the seller, what type of right the seller having in before completion of the sale? Here, friends, section 55 clause 4, section 55 clause 4 completely deals with the right of the seller in before completion of the sale. According to the section 55 clause 4 of the Transfer Property Act, the seller is having a right to receive all rents and profits. According to section 55 clause 4 of the Transfer Property Act, the seller is having a right to receive rents and profits in before completion of the sale. Come to the second aspect, second party. What is the right of the buyer in before completion of the sale? Here, friends, section 55 clause 6 of the Transfer Property Act deals with the right of the buyer. Here, whenever the person or the buyer is going to buy the property, before going to buy the property, has to pay the sale consideration. Whenever the buyer is going to pay the sale consideration to the, whenever the buyer is going to pay the sale consideration to the vendor, he has a right to keep the position of the property. He has a right to keep the position of the property. This is the main right of the vendor in before completion of the sale. These are the main rights and duties of the both vendor and purchaser in before completion of the sale. Okay, friends, got it? Have you cleared? So what are the duties and what are the rights performed by the parties in before completion of the sale aspect and after completion of the sale aspect, and what are the sections deals with the rights and the duties of the buyer and the seller in before completion of the sale and after completion of the sale. Got it, friends? Very clear? Okay. So this is the major aspects or major duties and rights in before completion of the sale. So what are the duties and what are the rights of the both parties in before completion of the sale, and what are the section deals with the rights and duties of the parties in before completion of the sale. This is the first part. According to section 55, the entire section deals with the rights and duties of the parties. The rights and duties of the parties can be discussed in two manners or two ways. The first one is before completion of the sale and after completion of the sale. Okay, friends, just I completed this session of before completion of the sale. What are the duties and rights of the parties? What are the duties and rights of the parties in before completion of the sale, and what are the section deals with the duties and rights of the parties before completion of the sale. Okay, friends, tomorrow I will explain the what are the duties performed by the parties, and what are the rights performed by the parties in after completion of the sale, and what are the sections deals with the duties and rights of the parties in after completion of the sale. Okay friends, I will explain in another video. Okay friends, please watch this video and try to send your valuable suggestions and doubts. Thank you for watching.